Well, all right. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this live stream of building a side scroller inside of Minecraft using Minecraft Bedrock Edition and hopefully some newer APIs that you can go ahead and get started with. So my name is Mike Amerlon. I work on the Minecraft creator team. So I work on a number of different capabilities all along the platform.
Well, all right,
And
I'm
this
gonna go
is
ahead
going
and
to
get
be
started with
a,
this
hold
live
on just a
stream
second.
of
Let
building.
me just mute that. All right, cool. Good times. Yeah, so what we're going to do today is just explore some APIs. I actually don't really know what I'm building in terms of what the final product would look like. So be prepared for probably a little bit of playing around, fumbling. We'll see what happens, but hopefully it'll all be a good time and the like. And I can see chat. So if you have any questions or you want to just, ask if why I'm doing something I'm doing, feel free to do that as well. Just a quick disclaimer. Just these opinions are my own. I might sort of mention some features. I might mention some capabilities. I'll probably get some things wrong. So in that case, please bear with me as I try to work my way through this and cover all the different aspects of the chat. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the main event and get started and dig in. So like I said, today the idea is to build a little bit more of a Minecraft screensaver, not screensaver, side scroller, where the idea will be that we will have Minecraft. We'll be looking at it from the side, so to speak. We'll be seeing if we can support these kind of mechanics where you're moving up and down and all around alongside different, different places inside of the Minecraft world. We'll see what happens. There are some new APIs that we'll be taking advantage of. So specifically, there are some like input APIs. There are some newer input permission APIs, which we'll be using to go create this experience. But like I said, mostly it's probably just me fumbling around with different tools and the like. So we're going to get started with Minecraft Creator Tools to get our project kicked off. So mctools.dev is a website that, well, I've written most of the code on, so apologies in advance. But it is this website where you can start different types of Minecraft projects, and you can do a little bit of lightweight editing on types of Minecraft projects. But what you can also do is you can also start a project locally. So in this case, let's go close that. I'm going to say, okay, this is going to be the side scroller project like this. And I'm going to use my device storage, and I'm going to create a new folder under projects called side scroller, like so. And so let's just go select this and select that folder. And yes, I do want to allow it to edit those files. And so what this is going to do is it's going to create a starter project that will have a number of different, well, really in this case, it's just a script starter project. So all it really has is the main.ts file that we're going to use to go ahead and get started. This is all that I needed from MC Tools for now. You can always come back later and code against it, but in my case, let's see. Let's go over to my command window. So you can see that now there's a new folder here called Side Scroller, and we're going to open that inside of VS Code where all the magic's going to happen. We're going to create our various aspects and different facets of the project. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to run npm-i, and this is going to use Node Package Manager to go install all the different artifacts that we need to get started. In my case, I'm going to be working with Minecraft Preview, which is the latest version of Minecraft. In fact, this is the latest version for sure. We're going to be using this to go do it just to make sure that we have access to all the coolest APIs for everyone to go ahead and use and get started with. Okay. Actually, this has a whole bunch, has a few deprecation warnings. We've actually updated this in the parent repo to fix it to use updated dependencies, so you shouldn't see this kind of an issue. But let's go see. All right, so let's go take a look at a couple things here. Okay, so package.json, yeah. So I'm going to, this is actually updated in all the samples, but I'm just going to install the latest Minecraft core build tasks, not Minecraft, Minecraft core build. Let's see. All right, I can spell tasks like this at latest. And so what that should do is install the updated latest and greatest version of the core build task, which again fixes all of those deprecated dependencies that we have. I think the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to install the latest Minecraft/server at beta, which I think should install the latest beta. 2.0 beta. I don't know if I want 2.0 beta. Let's just go back to the, let's try the preview. 2.0 beta, we have a video on that. It's pretty swell. There's a lot of things you can do with it. Not 1.19.60. That's not what we want. Let's just go back to a regular Minecraft server at latest, which will give us the 1.17. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed that tour of Minecraft server versions that we're doing there for you. All right, let's go close MC Tools. We do have the docs open because we are... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to npmjs.org like this. I'm going to search for Minecraft. I'm going to pick my vintage of Minecraft server just because I do want something later than 1.9 or 1.21.60 APIs. Let's go for this one right here. Yeah, this is the version I want. Okay. PMI, and let's go paste that in. Minecraft server like this at version 1.18 dot something something. Okay, so now I think I should have some good versions that will be installed for us to go use. Let's go over. Okay, let's see, how's everything going? Okay, cool. All right, so that's step one. Now this really just informs the IntelliSense and the compilation that we're going to be doing. It doesn't actually impact the version that Minecraft thinks I'm using. So just to do that, I'm going to change this to preview UWP so that it will deploy to preview UWP, the Minecraft preview version, because that's what we're going to be working with today. Okay, and let's see. Let's go here and hello side scroller like this. Okay, let's go save everything. Don't forget that. Let me go maximize my window. All right, now let's go try this inside of Minecraft. So I'm going to say npm run local deploy. Local deploy is the script that we use to actually push things into Minecraft. So this copied a bunch of files and it copied and compiled my scripts so that I could use them inside of Minecraft. And let's go and get started with that then. We're going to come back into Minecraft. We're going to create a new world. We're going to call this side scroller like so. Make it creative. And let's go to add some behavior packs like so. And let's go create it like this. And yeah, let's go do that. Okay, create anyway. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see if we're off to the races, and we'll be good to go from there. All right, so, okay, now we've got our text. Hello, hello, side scroller, tick 100, tick 200, tick 300, you know, and the like and everything going on inside of that. Okay. All right, so this is, you know, we've got our code running. It's all looking swell. And so let's see. That's fine for now. Let's go come back into this code. Okay, so the first thing I'm really going to want to do is manage the camera to actually manage the placement of things inside of Minecraft. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, oh, what's a side scroller was the question. If you think about like a game like Super Mario or whatever, where you're looking at the player from the side and, you know, you're kind of walking along just to see if we can make that kind of effect work inside of Minecraft. I've always wondered if you could do it. And we have enough APIs now to kind of make it a little interesting and to see what's going on. So let's go do that. Let's see. All right. So const players equals world.getPlayers like this for const player players. We're going to have a big function. We're going to call this manage player. I've got the whole Copilot AI thing going on here, so it's going to be hopefully fairly fun. Player, and hopefully it'll help with this. Oh, and I spelled it incorrectly. Maybe Copilot spelled it incorrectly. I don't know. Menage play. Well, never mind. All right, let's call the manage player function for every player that we've got going on here. Okay, and so then the next thing we are going to do is see. Look, it's interesting suggestions. we are going to want to manage the camera for a player. So, let's see. How to get started with this. Again, I didn't have a huge master plan for all this kind of fun stuff. I just figured I'd get started with it. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to manage the player. So player dot camera dot set camera like this. Okay, so basically every tick we are going to set a camera, and I think we're going to use the free camera, which basically allows us to set the position. And let's see, we are going to say position is, oh, not position is the, we'll use Copilot to fill out a little bit of stuff here. Rotation is, so position. Are you kidding? Copilot's already doing us dirty. It said position when it should be location. Haha. Yeah, so yeah. Let's see. All right. So I really should not be blaming Copilot for things. It's all good. It's super helpful. Let's see. All right. Let's just all right. Let's see. Location. Actually, what I'm going to do is const camera pause equals let's go say player dot location dot x plus 20 player dot, and then the y will be player dot location dot y, and the z will be the player dot location dot z. So I'm going to do it a little bit offset from where the player is like that, and we're going to go pass in camera pause like so. And let's go, let's see, let's go back to the docs real quick, because I would love to see a little bit more about the camera APIs in general. They're on the player like this, and camera, and set camera. So default options, we don't want to mess with easings. Set pause. Oh, facing location. We want to set facing. We want to basically say we want to face the player. So facing entity is at the player like that. I wish I remembered more of these APIs, but I don't. Let's see. Okay, so basically what this says is every single tick, this is going to set the camera a little bit askance, if that's a word, of the player, and then point back at the player, and we will see what that looks like. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think it's watch like this, if you want it to watch the 2 dashes. Okay, yeah, so this puts local deploy into watch mode. So as I save things, it should auto deploy them to Minecraft. And let's go do this. And then we're going to say reload like this. But first I've got to go turn on cheats and whatnot. Let's go show coordinates, because that'll make our life easier for sure. And let's see. Okay. Cheats aren't enabled in this world. Just try that again. Just going through the different options. Cheats. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go back in there. Wish I could use editor mode on my phone. Yeah. Maybe someday, yeah, they've definitely got a lot of UI and a lot of controls. Okay, so now you can see this is the code that we've just set. You can see that, okay, there's my character. She's walking, excuse me, and the camera is trying to keep up to it a little bit, and we've got this whole world in front of it. Let's see. So, you know, and obviously what's going to happen is we're going to get bumped into by some things. Well, the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put our character on a 2D plane. So what we want to do there is basically force them to stay in a particular direction, and then just make sure that they're always moving one dimensionally. They're not sort of just moving all over and the like. So let's go see what that looks like. Okay, let's see. Let me go do that real quick. Okay, let's come back to the code. So, what do we want to do? Okay, we want to, let's say, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create an object called player settings like this, and we're going to make this a dictionary of different options, and we're going to set this name, and we're going to say is initialized Boolean, like so. All right, so these are going to be our global settings, and what we're going to do is we're going to say const settings equals player player settings with the player name, and if IIF, okay, if this doesn't exist, then we're going to say let's settings. We're going to say settings equals. Oh wait, let's see. All right, let's just try it like this. We're going to initialize the settings based on the players, and we're going to do that. Okay, now we should be assured that this is all set up, and we're going to say is initialized is equal to false like this. If not, player settings with the player name like this. Okay, so now we have this object that we have our settings comfortably stashed on. I probably should put that behind a method or something like that, just to make the code a little easier. And we're going to say if not settings is initialized, then, oh yeah, see, Copilot, that's a nice suggestion. Let's go create a function called initialize player, like so. So the first time we see a player, we're going to call some extra code. And what we're going to do here is we're going to say player.in, let's see, player settings. No, that's not what we want to do. Player dot input permissions dot set permission category, and then we're say permission. Let's see, input permission category dot move left, and we're going to basically disable their ability to move left or move right. So we're forcing the character to move left or right. And yeah, let's see, like so. Okay, so now we're forcing them to stick in a particular dimension. And I think we also want to have the player face forward. So we're going to say player.teleport, because I don't think you can actually set the rotation of the player. Can you? Set rotation. Oh, well, son of a gun, you can. All right, so we're going to set the rotation to 0 like this. And that's just an X and a Y. There's no Z. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're setting the rotation of the player and we're forcing them to not be able to move left or right. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Okay, yeah, so this will be fun. All right, that is, now they're restricted. And just for, because I like debugging via send message, via, so we're basically just going to say, okay, and we should also just pass in the settings here, even though we're, well, we'll add it later. Okay, all right, so this is our fun little initialization function. Let's see. All right, so let's go. Okay, so since this is now deploying, our code should automatically be inside of Minecraft like this. Let's go reload it. Okay, so now the player is initialized, and now the player can only move in one direction. Okay, like this. And yeah, we have a lot of obstructions and all that kind of fun stuff in front of us. Okay, well, this is interesting, but you know, kind of cool. So you can see the vision, right? Like you can see, okay, we're gonna be jumping, we're gonna be having fun, we're not gonna be worrying about all those fun trees in the way and stuff like that. You can see that the Z is decrementing or incrementing. So Z is the thing that's gonna be changing a bunch. So yeah, this will be our fun little side scroller like this. Now comes the fun part. What we are going to do is we're just going to destroy the world between the camera and the player, so that we have a nice clear line of sight to everything that's going on in front of the player. And we'll see what this looks like. Let's see. Okay, so this is basically being called every single tick. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Let us go. Okay, so when you first start off, I want to clear all the blocks in front of the player between the camera and the player. And then as you move, what I want to do is clear blocks on the right-hand side or on the left-hand side, those kinds of things. Somebody asked the question, will there be a video on demand afterwards? Yeah, assuming I don't totally mess it up. Then we'll definitely have a video on demand afterwards. But yeah, so if you like all this kind of just muddling through code, then you can definitely watch it later for sure. Okay. And if you're watching this right now in video on demand, hello. Anyway, let's see. Let's get back to, okay. So again, when we first set up, we want to clear all the blocks in front of us and the player. And then we want to just clear off to the sides as they walk. And we're going to use the barrier block. The barrier block's a fun block that is invisible when you're actually playing in like regular survival modes, but basically prevents the the player from moving in a particular direction. And again, I think this is still going to be pretty janky, but we'll see how it looks. All right, so manage player. All right, okay. So, but what I'm going to do is I am going to. Okay, so we're going to have a number called offset from middle, which is going to be a number. And we are going to say last X or Z coordinate. I think it's going to be coordinate like that. Okay, we're just going to set a couple of numbers up. Oh, why does not like that? Okay, like this. Okay, so this is our player settings object. And we're going to say offset from middle equals 0 and last Z coordinate equals 0. I'm just going to say, well, let's say negative a lot. We'll see what that looks like. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to, okay, so as we set the camera, what we're going to do is we're going to call player.dimension.fill blocks like this. And we are going to, let's just use the IntelliSense. Is that right? That, I don't think that's right. Copilot. All right, let's try. Let's go to the fill block. Let me just look at that on the docs real quick. Super quickly. Dimension. Okay, fill blocks is a block volume base. I worked on some of these APIs and I should remember what they look like, but I just can't. My brain does not hold API signatures very well. All right, let's see. Let's see, comp plan block volume. Oh yeah, that one's still in pre-release. All right, well, let's try that. New block volume base. See player.location. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna first set up some dimensions. So I'm gonna say from fill. Let's play. All right, this is gonna be the fun part. So we're gonna like fill out some columns around the player and those kinds of things. Let's see. So that I can know, does this person answer a question, maybe advice? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be mostly working on, those kinds of fun things and working on the code. But if, as I see your question, I might take a look. So somebody asked, what's the advantage of TypeScript over JavaScript? Mostly that it's a bit more on Rails. And so there's a bit more of an ability by forcing you to declare all the types. So for example, here I'm saying this function takes a player. By being a little bit more strict in that way, it actually helps you code because it makes it a little bit easier, like how everything kind of plugs into one another and the like. So yeah, this is just a simple player. Yeah, it just it's a little bit more strict, but it helps you in the long run for sure. I mean, a lot of times with just JavaScript, sometimes you can make typos, and the typos can be very confusing to find and hard to find. With TypeScript, if you make a typo, it'll say, "Ah, you made a typo, and here it is," and it'll help you solve all the little problems much more quickly. All right, so fill blocks, new block volume base. All right, we're gonna say from fill player. Okay, so we're going to set up our coordinates like this, and we're going to say x, player like that. Yeah, it seems like a reasonable start. And to fill, let's see, so to fill, let's say player y plus 10, okay, z plus 10 like this. So we'll see what this looks like. All right, so from fill to fill. All right, so new block volume base. Okay, I'm just going to go to the definition and see what this is. Where's the constructor? Uh, um, block volume. Oh, I see. I need to do the block volume. That's where my problem is. Okay. I should have known from the name block volume that it's not intended to be constructed by itself. Okay, so we're going to say from fill to fill like this. And let's see. Okay, so we are going to import Minecraft block types from vanilla data like this, and we are going to say, just to see what so we can see what we're doing from now, we're going to let's just say block types dot Minecraft block types dot let's do something fun. Let's just do acacia logs. Oof, this is gonna be weird. Okay, like so. Okay, so okay, so z is the thing that's going left to right. X is the thing that's coming towards us. Maybe it needs to be +1 to +10 like this. And okay, let's see what this looks like. This is going to cause chaos, but we'll do it together. Okay, yeah, this is always working. Let's come back to Minecraft preview. Let's go reset this. All right. Okay. Where's our blocks? Where's our fill? Oh, there we go. There's our fill. It's a little slow. Okay, that's gonna make life a little hard to have all these acacia blocks in front of us. Okay, let's try. Okay, experiment's over. Let's go set this over to Minecraft block types dot barrier, which should be invisible. And one of the things I saw is that it wasn't coming towards us enough, so we're gonna fill this over to. I'm gonna also just make this temporarily a little shallower because you could see it was kind of chunky in terms of how it was actually filling things. Basically, every single tick, it was filling a bunch of blocks, which, yeah, is going to make things kind of slow for sure. So let's go do that. All right. Hey, howdy, everybody. All right, so it's going to go fill some blocks. All right, so let's go back into Minecraft. Okay, let's go reload like so. Okay. All right, there we go. See, now we got our nice little side scroller portal. It's clearing out the acacia blocks as we go, like this. And yeah, it's kind of, oh, wait. Oh, now I'm kind of destroying the world as I go. That's not fun. Yeah, see, I need to, okay, let's see. All right, like this. And this is our little side scroller. And I don't know if you can tell on the YouTube, but it's a little slow. But yeah, we got something. You can hopefully see the vision. And the like. Okay. All right. Oh, I see. What? Okay. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Okay, so I am going to um how do I want to do this? So again, we want to provision columns in the middle, and then we want to kind of work back out in an outwardly direction, just so that we can be both performant and only call it when things are being set. So how are we going to do this? Okay, I have this variable here called offset from middle, which will start off at 0, and we're going to say if settings dot offset from middle is less than 30, we are going to increment it like so, +1. We're going to put this at the bottom just for funsies, like so. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to say, we're going to actually provision, let's see, like left. Here, we're going to rename some stuff as we go. We're going to say left from fill like this. And we're going to rename this to left to fill, left to fill. And this is going to be the right to fill like this. Okay. And I need to go update this one down here like so. Okay. Let's see. All right. And we are going to say settings. Wait, hold on a second. We want to modify the Z to be settings offset middle +1 like this. And we're going to like so. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, on the right hand side, we're going to add offset middle +1. So let's see, like this, like so. Okay, so again, we're setting this like if my head is where the camera's at, and I'm looking at the player, then it's going to start in the middle. It's going to provision barrier blocks like in kind of an outwardly direction. Not sure if you can see this, but yeah, let's see. So let's go try this out, and it's going to increment this up until it gets to 30. So it's going to basically clear out the middle. And then as you move left or right, it's going to clear some things. And I think the other thing we want to make is a pretty good performance optimization, which is to say, let's see, we're going to say, let starter chord C equals this. Let's just say math.floor so that we're always rounding. And so what this is going to say is if settings dot last Z coordinate is not equal to Z coordinate like this, then we're going to do all of our filling like so. And yeah, like this. So basically we're only going to do this filling block as you move to a new block and those kinds of things. So yeah, so this is just a little bit of getting started with this. Let's go take a look at what this looks like. Left column, right column. I don't know, looks good. All right, let's go back into Minecraft like so. Okay, let's reload this. Hopefully it'll be a little bit faster. Yeah, so you can see that it kind of like filled out to the left and to the right. And so now it's, again, if I could keep the character on the path, still got to do some more work there. In theory, the character stopped here because there's barrier blocks in the way, so they can't walk off the ledge. So that's a good thing. Yeah, so now you can see that we've got a little bit of our side scroller kind of going here. A little bit of fun that way. Just blowing up the world. Don't do this on an don't do this on an existing world. Oh, why is that? It should be clearing out those acacia logs. Why did it not do that? Huh. Strange. That's odd. All right, let's see. Let's go back into our code. That's something. Okay. Well, first of all, let's go change the height of this quite a bit so that there's much more of a from Y back from bottom to top. Let's go just change this quite a bit so that we're clearing out a lot more space so we can get rid of that acacia log stuff. The other thing I'm going to do is so you saw how it was clearing all the blocks between the camera, which is me, and the player. What I'm going to do is actually clear a block behind the player as well and put a barrier block in there so that the player can't move off that side of the ledge. So, all right, so I'm gonna have to rename this one more time. 4 left from fill, 4 left to fill, and let's go ahead and say 4 right from fill, and let's change this to 4 right to fill like this. Okay, so this is the front plane, and this will be the back plane. Okay, so we're going to change all this to back, and this is the fun part of coding. 90% of coding is just copying and pasting, and hoping you don't get it wrong and have a typo. Let's see. Let's go change all this fun stuff back, like so. I hope this I should have prepared like some diagrams for my for like my vision here, because I know my explanations probably don't work so well, and camera's probably cutting off all my hand gesticulations. But yeah, anyway. All right, back left from fill, back left to fill. Why? Huh? What? Hmm? Why is this not working? Why are you squiggling? Oh, oh, oh. I see. I copied and pasted too much. Too overzealous. See, that's one of the benefits of TypeScript is I got those red squigglies which are like, hey, this looks wrong. And I think if I had been writing just pure JavaScript, it would be like, sure, you can redeclare videos. Why not? It's all good. But like 99 times out of 100, that's not what you want at all. All right. Okay. So for the backfill, we are going to say x minus 2 and x minus 1, like so. And let's see. And let's see. Now, I mean, the big thing you can see me doing here is I'm just doing this in a randomly created survival world, but you could build your own like side-scrolling like platformer world with platforms and cool fun things to jump over, maybe tweak. I was gonna say twerk. Gonna tweak the player and how they work so that they maybe jump higher and kind of fun stuff like that. You can really like. I'm just using a survival world because it's easy, but you can imagine how fun this could be if you actually had like a tailor-made designed side-scroller world to go do this stuff. So back left fill. This looks about right. This is where bugs come from. Okay, let's. Oh wait, huh? Oh, yeah, this is wrong. See, like sometimes when you see these like inconsistent patterns in your code, it's not a good sign. 4 left. Yeah, it should really just be okay. That would make sense as to why it wasn't filling all the way. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I think this is good enough to let her rip. Let's reload. Okay. Whoa. All right. So now we have this, and there's some trees in the way. Why? All right. So, oh wait, why is there? Definitely tell it's a little still chunky. There's definitely probably some more room here to kind of optimize some things. Let's see. All right. And you can just imagine with, vibrant visuals, am I right? This could be very cool. This will look very cool. All right, so let's see. Now, oh, I was worried about that. Now I'm in trouble. Hey, wait a minute. Shouldn't it be clear? But it should be clearing out the blocks in front of me. I should never, it should be, adjusting the camera. Okay. Tweak the player next, please. Twerk the player. Yeah, no. I misspoke. Let's see. Maybe what I'm going to do is I am going to see what this does. This is probably not what I want. No, this is not what I want, because that's just going to put like a barrier block right in front of the player. So why is the 4? I'm not quite sure why why I'm still able to kind of move back and forth a little bit. Let me just review this real quick. But yeah, like I said, you can imagine some good fun to be had in terms of um, like custom levels, custom level design, and the like. Well, let's see. Let's. Is there any other fun input permissions we can play with to make this more interesting? Move left, move right, movement. Lateral movement? I wonder what that does. I think that disables all the movement. Let's see. But why is it not clearing? 4 left from fill, 4 left to fill. So that's this one. Any bugs? Obviously, you can see in chat. Hey, I can have chat help debug. How awesome is that? Let's see. 4 right from fill. 4. All right. Well, let's go just try this real quick. Let's do the next fun thing, which will be to use the aim assist. All right. So aim assist, I don't think there's an API for that yet. Aim assist? No. All right, let's just, we're gonna need to use our good old friend run command. All right, run command. Okay, so we are going to run aim assist. But the fun thing about aim assist, or the fun thing about running a command, is that what we can do is we can say aim assist. We can try it out. Aim assist at asset. And we're gonna give this like a, say, a 40-degree angle. And this is better, like you're better off if you like just see how this works versus like than like me trying to explain it to you. All right, so basically what you can see is now I can see a little bit of like, okay, cool, like this, and now I can see what's actually being aimed at and the like so. Oh, so now, oh. I'm still concerned as to why that thing is not clearing. All right. See, now I'm just digging a bigger hole. You know what they say when you are digging a bigger hole, you should stop digging. All right, let's go. Did I even, oh yeah, I did okay. Well, let me go copy this command. Let's see, aim assist. Okay. Let's see, let's just go to settings real quick and let's go to creator, Quappy coordinate API or UI. Everything's the API to me. Let's see. Can we copy this command? Like so. Let's copy coordinates, not copy command. Let's see, can we come back into code and, yeah, hey, we could paste it in. All right, so this will just turn on the aim assist with the player on by default, so we always get that nice new feature. That should be coming out of preview really soon. So keep your eye out for that command. It's a fun thing, especially when you're doing fun stuff like this. So comment from the chat. Ideally, you wouldn't have to update the camera every single tick. There is a fixed boom option, which probably is what I should be using. I know I'm probably going to set myself up for, you should have used the boom camera. One of the things I could do, one of the things I could do is just notice when the player is not moving or hasn't moved a bunch, and then only set the camera in that case rather than every single tick. That's not performance friendly. And it can be a little laggy because we're setting this on the server and it's going to the client and updating the camera from there. So definitely a party foul in that sense that we are calling the camera. Okay, so one more time. Why? Player.location at X, player.location X plus 20. Offset from middle. Um, let's see. How about this? I think. Oh, I get it. So it starts off and it provisions all the way outward, but then when you kind of move down, maybe move into a hole, it needs to clear that in front of you as well. Maybe. Um, let's see. All right. Let's go back to Minecraft. Let's go reload this like so. Oh, yeah, see, that's the thing. Okay. All right. So now we have our wall again. Oh, yeah, I've turned off lateral movement, so now the player can't move. But you can see how all this works. And okay, let's go. All right. So, okay. Um okay, so I'm going to split this out into a function real quick. We're going to call this fill using offset, and we're going to use a number like this, and we're going to take all of our fun fill code. I think if I always repeatedly clear in front of the player, it should probably work a little better. So I'm going to take this fun fill code like so and paste it in here, and we're going to call this the offset from. We're going to say player like so, player, and then offset from middle like this, and we're going to make that a number. All right, and we are going to make this a number like so, and we are going to try this, and we're just going to replace this with, well, we're going to fix this code right up like so. Okay, so fill using offset like this, and then we're going to call fill using offset start chord like so. Oh, wait. Yeah, like that. Oh, player. Like this. And then I'm going to just call this one more time using the fill offset of 1. So it's always clearing in front of the player, and then it's always clearing at the fringes, basically. So see how that works. Maybe this will work a little bit better. So now it's the strategy of clearing the space in front of the camera. This is, if you were designing a world from scratch, if you're using editor, you wouldn't even have to do any of this kind of filling algorithm. You could just design a world that's completely like, facing the player, and it's got barrier blocks, and you've just got the whole like, maybe in the next video I can start from like an editor world instead, so that I don't have to do all this kind of optimization, like so. Oh, and one other thing, I want to take off this lateral movement because it's a bit too restrictive, like so. Okay, and that should now be reloaded. And every time you reload and reinitialize, I think it changes the I think every time you reload the world, it's going to reset all of the input permissions. That way the player never actually ends up kind of locked into one particular position or another. So if oh, that's why they call it preview. Um, reload all. Yeah, I think this is a bug, that the reload all is a little crashy. A little crashy. We'll fix it. Anyway, as I was saying, when you reload a world, all the input permissions go away so that players are not. Uh-oh. Now I'm in a. All right. You can see all the damage I've wrought. Wow. Very cool. Okay. Well, there was a script error there. Let's see, what was that about? Oh, do I not have script errors turned on? That's not cool. Huh? Well, that's weird. Where'd my errors go? All right, let's go. You know what though? I bet you it's something where it was trying to fill blocks. Try. We're gonna do another coding party foul. We're just gonna wrap this in a try catch. Like I said, party foul, but let's see. That way our script doesn't get disrupted because it's, yeah, all right, so, okay. Let's reload, not reload all. All right, here we go. Okay, error filling blocks. Yeah, see, there's a whole like science to managing the set of blocks that, yeah, so now you can see we're clearing out some stuff. And we're clearing out some worlds, and it's, yeah, and like it's kind of a side scroller. Oh, this will be fun. Let's go start digging down. Uh-oh. Water. I haven't dealt with water. Uh-oh. uh yeah, anyway. Okay, so now here we go. I think the player is like walking on a set of barrier blocks. I think it's walked on top of a barrier block. Yeah, this logic is getting kind of a little confusing and kind of weird, to be honest. But you can kind of get the idea. Again, if you had actually tailor designed a world, this would be kind of a cool thing. One last, okay, so you guys, y'all kind of get the idea of what's going on here. Maybe you can implement a side scroller. You can definitely optimize some performance. One last thing I guess I should show is there are some APIs that I think are coming out soon, really soon, from beta to stable that allow you to manage the permissions of not the player, the inputs of a player. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Let us, okay, let me think. All right, let's do this. What we're going to do is we are going to say const player inputs equals player dot get inputs, like, oh no, see, I think that's just a weird Copilot thing where it says get inputs. Okay, so if inputs dot get button state input button dot sneak, like this, we're going to use the sneak button as like a turnaround button, just to maybe make, sort of running around a little bit easier. So we're going to say if input buttons dot get button state input sneak, then we're going to say const rotation equals player dot rotation. Come on, rotation, get rotation like this. That's going to return a vector 2 if, I don't know, let's see. Let's just do that. I don't even know what this math is gonna do, but we're gonna try something. Rotation x plus equals 90 modulo 360. So basically, we're just gonna now let's add 180, and then we're gonna say player dot set rotation like so, and we're gonna do this, and I have no idea what this is gonna do. I have an idea, but we'll see. And we're also going to turn off the normal ability to sneak. So we're going to set the permission category to sneak, and we're going to set that to false. Okay, so now we've initialized the player. We are going to set the rotation. We're going to intercept this button. Yeah, so let's try and see how this fun little bit of code works. Okay, we're going to say turn around like this, just so that we knew it. You could use the debugger from here, but I'm a printf person myself. Okay, this is the last thing we're gonna do. Let's go reload it. Oh, wait, turn around, what? That's not what I wanted. What's going on? That is exactly not what I want. Oh, is equal to, oh, input button state dot pressed. Oops. Yeah, it's always just turning it around. That should look pretty hilarious. Why is that not? Why is that not causing the player to keep flipping around? Huh. Well, it's happening every tick, so maybe it's just... Oh, button state. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's try this. Okay. Resume. Reload. Okay. And sneak. Huh? Okay. It's not doing anything. Why is it not setting the rotation? Let's try 90. I don't know. Why is it not changing the rotation of the player? I don't know if I like this. Let's see. Well, if things aren't working out for you, then there's always good old-fashioned teleport. Player.location. Let's see if this does something crazy. All right. Okay. Now we're bringing out the big iron. We're going to be teleporting the player when they reload. Why is that not changing the... I want that to change the orientation of the player. Huh. All right, let's... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's... Well, let's see if our breakpoints are going to be happy. Let's go do this. Let's go start it this way. And let's go back in here. All right, connect local host. Oh, wrong one. That's WebSockets. That's my... All right. Okay. Okay, so now we have our breakpoint set. And rotation, we're going to add something on top of that rotation. So yeah, why is that not? Maybe we'll... Again, maybe we'll just futz with... Oh, you know what? Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm not... Const new rotation equals... There we go. This is what we want to do. We're using the old variable, and it's probably not taking, I think. I don't know. We'll try this. We'll also set the Y. We'll see what happens. Let's try 90. Okay. And reload. Ah, there you go. That's what I want. Now the player's spinning. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so now, so the idea would be that you could sort of use these custom inputs to actually change the direction of the player like this. Yeah, there we go. I like that. See, that's what I was aiming for. Now, obviously, you can make this experience a little bit better by, not having it fire every single tick, because you can see that you probably don't want to just trigger this, 3 dozen times in a row. You probably want to have some delay trigger, but it's cool that you can actually go ahead and intercept the actual inputs. We actually have, this is a really cool one, inputs.movement vector, which returns the X and the Y, or the X and the Z, of how the player is jumping around and the like. And so you can actually do a lot of fun stuff with that, coupled with input permissions, coupled with camera, and the like. Well, I think that's all I really intended to kind of go through on this first live stream, this coding live stream. I think, yeah, you could probably do is if you were like custom designing a world and you weren't futzing with all the filling that I was doing, you could actually do something pretty cool. And maybe you could even do like a cool parallax effect and you could do it into the sunset with vibrant visuals and all that kind of fun stuff once that comes along. And yeah, you could actually build something pretty cool. Maybe in a future video, we'll see if we can actually make this make this a little bit more nice. There's a question. I think there's an unpressed or on release. Yes, there should be an event if I understand correctly. So world.afterevents dot inputs player button input dot subscribe like this. And let's see. I think you can trap an event here that will give you maybe some sense of the actual changes in button state and the like, and that kind of thing. Let me just take a look at the comments and the questions, see if I missed anything. Yeah, no, I think we're kind of up to date, but yeah, this is just a very quick stream of just playing around and seeing some code and seeing if you could actually build a side scroller. And we worked with some different APIs. We worked with the cameras. Yeah, there's probably a better way to do this than actually just setting the camera every tick. I'm sure I'm going to hear from that in a little bit. But we also worked with some input APIs. We worked with some fills and aim assist. So look forward to seeing all the side scrollers that y'all will build. And until the next time, thanks everyone for dropping in. Thanks. See ya.